And we are back with another video.
Another more.
Nice to see you guys. This video is about something that is very, very, very serious in our generation and past generations before us. Domestic violence. And that is something that's very touching for a lot of people that have been through it, that are scared to say something about it, and women who have spoke about it previously in their past relationships and the previous relationships. And we want to just give y'all pointers on exactly how to de-escalate arguments so that won't even get there. And if it do get there, we want to give y'all some safe routes on how to get out of that situation.
Domestic violence is when two people that are in a relationship both disagree to a very high manner, to where it gets out of hand, to the point where those two people end up putting hands on one another, which it should never get to that point. Because as a man, you should never want to put your hands on your woman.
And as a woman, you should never want to make your man want to put hands on you. But that is it's a tricky thing to say that, because sometimes a man is a product of his environment, and he has seen his mom go through that and his dad do that to him, and his dad seen his mom do it. So it's like, it's hard to say that, but women, sometimes we can be, y'all know how we can be nagging and all of this and pointing in the head and rolling the neck and stuff, and that can actually trigger the man to lash out. But it's never an excuse, and I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying that a man should always put his hands on a woman because that's what he feel is right. Like, that's not.
It's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
Yeah,
basically, what I'm trying to say.
That doesn't give us men an excuse to put our hands on women. Never. It's never the case.
Never.
It's always a reason for you to talk it out, de-escalate the problem. To the point where it doesn't get to the point where you're doing that. Or you can always remove yourself from that problem if you know that you are a person that has high anger like myself. I'll just remove myself from that situation before it even gets out of hand, or I just zip it. You ain't even gotta say nothing. Like your mama done told you before, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Just be quiet. You don't always have to talk. It don't always have to be a rebuttal to everything.
And that's another thing. You have to always make sure that you respect each other at all times, no matter what. No matter how mad he makes you, no matter how mad your woman makes you. Don't always disrespect the person. If they say, hey, give me some time to walk away and just cool down, let them. Don't keep nagging like, well, no, I want you to stay to talk about it, or you're being a child right now because you're walking away. Don't do that to them. Don't physically abuse them as well. If they say, give me some time, give them some time, because most likely if you don't, you both will end up saying something that you regret, and then it's just going to make the situation go to a higher point even faster. So you always want to make sure that you respect your significant other no matter what. Keep the same tone when you guys both are talking. He always tell me the woman sets the tone. So if the woman is being calm and collected, man, make sure you're being calm and collected. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're talking to somebody calmly and they're yelling at you, you're going to want to yell back no matter what. Exactly.
It's really an energy thing. So what you want to do is you want to transfer the same type of energy that person is giving you. You always want to go by the law of
attraction, right?
Treat other people how you want to be treated. So you always want to go by that. So you don't ever want to, treat somebody how you wouldn't want to be treated. You don't want to talk to that person how you wouldn't want them to talk to you. So you always want to talk to that person with respect. You don't never want to talk to that person like they don't mean nothing to you, or that they ain't nothing to you. You always exchange the same type of respect with each other. So that's for all around everything, as far as what voices, how you voicing things to somebody, how you talking to somebody. It's a form of respect, So.
And we're not perfect either. Like, we still have our arguments every now and again. But something that I can say is, once you really just step back and really put yourself in the other person's shoes and realize, okay, well, maybe I am being selfish, or maybe I am being closed-minded. You have to actually put yourself in the other person's shoes, be open-minded, put yourself, okay, well, what if I was in his situation? Would I want to be treating myself this way, or would I want to be yelled at? You have to always make sure that you understand it from the other point of view instead of being selfish and only looking at it at your point of view. Because ever since we done did that, we have actually been better understanding each other. Communication, you already know, is key. So I would say that we have been having less arguments, and with us telling you guys this, we're learning and we're teaching each other as well. We're not perfect. We don't know everything. We just want to spread the knowledge and wisdom that we learn from experiencing our relationship to you guys.
Exactly. And hoping that we put that good positive energy out there in the world for it to, come back and reciprocate to us. Because as long as we're helping other people out, we're going to be helped out in the long run anyway. Because that's what positive energy does. So
it's
that's
a circle
what we
of
putting
life.
out. Yeah, it's a circle of life. It's the, it's a cycle. So
no name calling. That is a huge thing in our generation, is name calling to this, to that, to this, and the other, and the that, and the that. And 9 times out of 10, you don't mean it. You're just so angry. You're heated. You're in the moment. You want to say something to hit below the belt. You said this to me, so I'm going to say something to you to make you feel even worse than you're making me feel. And that's not the way to go, because 9 times out of 10, that's how most of domestic violence cases start, is by you saying something that making me feel so disrespected, or making me feel less of a man, or making me feel less of a woman, because men is not the only ones that hit women. Women hit men too.
Exactly.
Women can make men feel below and little, and women can abuse men too. It's not always just the other way around. Know your limits, know your triggers, know when those physical behaviors that you're feeling inside. Okay, well, my blood is boiling, my teeth is starting to chatter, or I'm starting to sweat, or I can feel myself getting so heated to the point to where I just want to explode. When you start to feeling those things, you have to just de-escalate yourself from the situation, or really just step back and think, okay, what am I going to do next? Is this the right thing that I want to do, or do I want to figure out another way to where it won't get to the point that it's about to get?
Exactly.
So another point I would say is listen to understand and don't listen to respond. That's the main thing that I used to have a problem with. I used to always listen to be like, oh, okay, well, he'll say like 30 positive things, and like the one negative thing that he'll say, I'll grasp onto it and just go hard. He'd be like, so you really just gonna take the only negative thing that I just said and not listen to none of the positive things? Like, is that really what you want to do? And I was so mad, I didn't care. That's what I did. And it made the argument last for days and days and days. And it was like, this could have been de-escalated 3 days ago, but with me being bitter and me being not understanding, I dragged it on. Don't do that.
Just because you took that one negative thing that you wanted to hear instead of those other 30 positive things that were said that you could have capitalized off of in order for that whole situation and problem to be eradicated. It wasn't even needed. You feel me? So
eradicated.
When when you put yourself in certain situations that you really don't want to be in yourself, and you know that it messes up the mood for the relationship and just for anything, you always want to look for that de-escalation problem. You don't want to look for the negative problem. You want to look for the thing in there where you can break it down, find the root of the problem, solve it, and be done with it, and build another tree, start a new root instead of, holding on to a bad root. A woman is assaulted or beaten every 9 seconds.
Oh my
so
gosh.
This video, the purpose of this video is to kind of, bring a stop to that. So if you know somebody who may be going through that situation, or who may have been in that situation before, who don't want to, ever encounter that situation or anything like that with the next person that they're, in love with, or that they may be in like with, share this video with them so, it can help them in their relationship out, because we all trying to help each other out. So It's about, extending the helping hand.
Yes.
So also we have another fact here. It says here, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have been in abusive relationships, and 1 in 5 women and 1 in 7 men have faced severe physical violence. So
that's basically what I was capping back on as far as women abusing men too. It's not just men abusing women. Women abuse men. So we're really, like Bae said, we're just making this video to try to avoid and de-escalate the number of domestic violence cases that there is. It's not gonna reach a lot of people, but we wanted to. Like, this is the reason for us making this video, because we don't want nobody to feel like they're belittled, or for them to feel like they don't mean anything, or they're not nothing, just for the simple fact that they're getting beat on every day. Some people really get hurt physically for the most smallest thing. Oh, you didn't cook my dinner right, or you didn't sweep this little dirt in a corner. Like, it really be like some very minor stuff.
Exactly.
But then it do be big stuff that they feel like is big. We just don't want that to happen to anybody. So we're trying our best to get through to you guys, or somebody who's probably scared watching this video thinking, oh, nobody's going to believe me, or he's going to hurt me, or nobody else is going to want me if I don't stay with him or care about me. No, baby girl, that is not the case. Get out while you can, because you never know. He might get really mad one day to the point to where he feel like he want to take your life. Men, she might feel like she get really mad one day to where she feel like she want to take your life.
Exactly.
Don't stay.
And
Just
it's always signs leading up to domestic violence.
Yes.
If that person is doing already stuff that is kind of already like randomish and, you know, kind of already semi-violent, it's always best to go ahead and just leave those situations alone. Even though you may love that person to death, but you can always love somebody from a distance and talk to them from a distance and let them know that, like, hey, you know, you got really abusive to the point where I can't stand that anymore, and I just don't want to be around that. We can still be close, we can still be friends, and maybe go out and do stuff, but just only try to, you know, go out and be in public with that person, because maybe that may refrain from that person doing or putting their hands on you when, you know, they're in public, but vice versa, being behind closed doors.
They can do
because, you know,
they can.
people in the comfort of their own home or wherever they're at, you know, where it's more privacy, they tend to be more comfortable and they tend to show their true colors and want to put their hands on people. So, you know, just, you know, try to minimize your time being around that person if you can. And, you know, we all understand as far as on love and things like that. So, you know, just don't let that person love blind you and make you think that their hurt that they're putting on you is real love.
Yes,
because it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Have set boundaries. Abuse is not love. That is not love. I don't care if you done had situations where you didn't see your family members stay in a relationship because they're getting abused. They probably were scared as well. Abuse is not love at all.
Never.
Period. Never will be, never have been. It's not love. They feel like they can control you, and they feel like if they keep abusing you, you're not going to want to go anywhere. But have that courage and have that love for yourself to get out of that situation.
It says that more than 200,000 phone calls are placed to domestic violence hotlines every year.
Wow.
So, you know, those hotlines, they are there for you people that may be going through that. If you're watching this video, make sure that you do call into those hotlines, and maybe they can help you way more than what this video can, or what anything that we may be even saying may do for you.
Yes.
You know, we are not perfect human beings. Maybe the stuff that we saying could be totally wrong, and it could be not right, and you could be like, bro, what you talking about? Girl, what you talking about? But I mean,
don't quote us, but we're just telling from you guys, from what we know and what we have read and what we have researched.
Exactly.
No,
and
we're not
really
college professors or anything, but it's from the heart. We want to help y'all. We don't want to see anyone hurt, beaten down, broken back down, shouted. That's not what we want to see.
No.
We want to help you guys and bring y'all out of that hard times if y'all going through it. And also another thing is we also have a hotline for you guys if y'all want to call. If you feel like you're too scared or embarrassed to call a family member, you can call this hotline, and it is anonymous.
It's going to be
at the end. It's going to be at the end of this video at the bottom. So if you guys want to call, here's the number. It's going to be Safe Haven. It's a 24-hour crisis hotline, and the number is 1-877-701-SAFE. That's 1-877-701-SAFE, and it's immediate shelter and housing 24 hours. So if you need to run away, and you need to take an Uber or Lyft or whatever to get to that safe haven, they will help you and your children. They will. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. This was something that's very important to us, and we wanted to make this video for a really long time, and we finally made it. So you guys share, like, comment, do all of those things above, and guess what? It costs $0.00 to do that.
Yeah, really
That's it. That's all we wanted y'all support. Thank you guys so much for watching our video, and we really appreciate it. Peace, love, and positivity. We'll see y'all again. YJ Mob. Bye.